Oh my god.
It's actually crazy. Like, she looks good.
This movie's on DVD or is it on?
No.
On DVD? Who the is buying DVDs?
I do.
Boom, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to the color set. I mean the.
Easter egg. Welcome back to Mojo's Corner. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Thank y'all for tuning in again. How you doing today,
See
Marc?
y'all in a minute. Y'all missed us because we missed you.
It's been a month, y'all, but I'm getting a scheduling kind of thing going on. I'm trying to, get better at the scheduling. So
He was sick for a little bit.
and I was sick, dude. I don't know what it is about being sick, but I absolutely hate it. I mean, everyone does, but I'm saying I hate it because I usually like to work at 100%, and I usually work like all the time, so I'm usually always busy. But that shit was not the right way to go. I couldn't do things. I couldn't edit. I couldn't edit your videos. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to do things for my parents, my mom, and it's like I was just moving at like 50%.
Yeah, I mean, you still did pretty well for being sick,
I tried, bro. I tried.
Everybody needs some downtime.
I hate it though. I hate it. But yeah, Marc, we have a new guest, by the way. Marc Hines.
What's up?
Introduce
everybody?
yourself.
How you doing?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Marcelius Highness. No,
That is
I'm
not your full name. Marcelius Highness.
Marcelius. Nah.
Where the were you born?
This nigga was born in Rome.
My name is Marc Hines. Born and bred in Carson. You know what I'm
Carson?
saying? Yeah. Well, not Carson. Like borderline Carson Compton. But we don't got to get into the specifics. You know what I'm saying?
Leader of the friend group, everything. Right?
Group leader.
Group leader.
Can I talk to you?
Group leader, do I have your permission to speak?
There you go, group leader. It's a friend group. Know what I'm saying? Nah, but I'd say I'm like, of like our friend group, I'd say
You're private. You're like corporal, almost.
I'm up there, but I'm not up there.
I feel like what am I? Sergeant? General? I think I'm general.
Don't do this. Don't do this to me right
What do you mean,
Dude, because
Because we all know you're the leader of the friend group, bro. Like it's okay
of
to say it.
this friend group.
Yeah, this friend group.
I wanted to drop that, bro. I need the same energy from y'all. It can't just be one person.
Why?
Bro, you know how annoying
Of course
it is?
it's not one person. It's
You
the
know
It's
whole
not
team.
one person, but
Like, y'all rely on me to organize events and everything.
not
Well,
all the time.
Bro,
You're
if
right.
I don't
think-
say
I
nothing,
think
we
that's-
don't hang out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get better at, is getting better at trying to curate days or curate like events.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been, so I want to try to do that this year. Especially like when I turn 19, I'm like, bro, I got to be better at like, gatherings, social like events.
Yeah.
I just want to do a lot more this year. I think.
What was you finna say?
I was finna say, like, I mean, I make suggestions, but my work schedule is so out of whack. I just can't. I can't like make plans like that. Like, if I do, it's gonna be 1 out of 2 days. And that's like 1 out of 2 days that I'm off, and that's literally gonna be it.
Speaking of group decisions,
Speaking
what's
of.
up with Man of Medan?
Ooh. If y'all don't know, I'm gonna link Cameron's channel and y'all can go see those gameplays and you'll get the context behind what we're saying. But we played a Man of Medan walkthrough and Marc bit it. He bit it. He killed the character. I shouldn't have spoiled it. I'll delete it. But
Well, you can say spoilers.
yeah, you it. He killed the character.
Spoilers right now.
He
For
killed the
those that haven't watched
character,
it.
and he had to eat something very hot.
Yeah,
Let's
this
just say
is
that.
the debriefing. You
Yeah.
know?
This is
This is
debriefing after, because we just recorded it,
Yeah.
and this nigga was going through it. He was going through it.
If I don't look okay, it's because I'm not.
Y'all gotta see that. I'm gonna link the video out in the description, but
Put a short clip right here. All right.
that didn't funny for that. All right, but y'all want to get to the lyric of the week? Lyric of the week. Y'all got a lyric of the week?
You go first. You the host, bud.
I got a lyric of the week. All right, mine comes from none other than one of my favorite rappers of this century. I think, Larry June. Larry June. This is a song called Breakfast in Monaco. This is off his new album, Spaceships, and I forget what it's called, but this is it. This is it right here. We been putting work in so long, had to sacrifice a whole lot, but now it's way better days. Can't give up now, yeah, you gotta hold on. Girl, you could have been the only one, but you just had a change. I've been on a mission, strictly bag getting, shipping, hitting different, shooting, never missing. And that's my lyric. And, you know, the feeling behind that, or like the context, is really just, it really just makes me, that bar just resonates with me, because it's like, that's the shit I'm going to be on this year. You know, strictly bag getting, you know, no distractions, you know, maximizing days, maximizing time, just getting to it this year, you know, and nothing else in the way. And, you know, it's like, Larry June, he has this mentality that's just so, like, it's always just get to the bag mentality, and that shit just like he does have that mentality, and it's like, it's so sick to see. So yeah, that's the shit I'm gonna be on. It's strictly bag getting. I've been on the mission, type shit.
All right, Marc, you the guest, so I'm gonna let you go first.
That's just to say he not ready. You already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You
want
go.
me to go?
Yeah,
you
go.
not ready?
Because mine isn't, well, I mean, it's a verse, but it's not really like a verse. It's like a clip from like a video somebody took, and like,
I mean, that works. I'll go first. You want me to go first?
you can
All
go
right.
first.
Mine comes from my number one artist,
Mike.
Vince Staples. Law of Averages.
Mm-hmm.
It goes, fuck a bitch, I don't trust no bitch with my government. Fuck a friend, I don't want no friends with no open hand. Count my bands all alone at home, don't you call my phone. Everyone that I've ever known asked me for a loan.
Oh my God. What made you go with that verse?
Because I got everything that I need.
Uh-huh.
I got y'all, I got our friend group, I got my girl, you know, like I'm not open to communicating with y'all.
Yeah.
Because it's
everything.
useless. What am I gonna need from you?
Yeah,
Everything that I need is right here.
Dang. He said fuck a friend too. Like, no,
I'm not open to friendships, no relationships, no nothing.
this is all I need right here. That's all I got. That's all I want.
Yep.
I'm good. Content.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I like
That's
that. That's a real, I like that. Vince Staples too. Long Beach legend.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Marc, your turn. Lyric of the week, boy.
All right. I don't remember the song.
Why didn't you pull it up? I was asking you earlier. I was like, pull up the song.
He was thinking about the chip. That's
I
why.
was really like,
Yeah, I was really just like focused on the chip, but I was thinking about this.
focused.
I was thinking about the chip. I would say
Yeah.
focused on.
Maybe the chip was really not a good idea. We should have did it before.
I said this, bro. I literally said that.
I didn't know the chip was gonna like leave this much of an impression on you, like to the point where it's like you didn't want to get the lyric of the week.
It's
Right.
not that. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do. I thought I was gonna be. I honestly thought I was gonna be fine after the chip. I was gonna be like, all right, you know, Pop, I might suffer a little bit, but you know, it's gonna be all right. Like I'm gonna be fine. Like, you know, this Marc client's right here. Like I'm gonna be okay.
Got it.
I took it.
I like that.
You know, that shit with my ass. What else is there to say?
Hey, the funniest part about it was we were talking before, and this dude was like, bro, it's good content. Like, he did not know anything.
Yeah, the confidence is crazy.
He didn't know about any repercussions until that chip was ingested. Like, once that chip got in, you was like,
He turned into a Looney Tunes
that shit was
character.
hilarious. But it turned what's that name? Piggy? Pig Little.
Pig Little.
Pig
Isn't it
Little.
like Porky?
Oh, yeah, Porky. That shit's crazy.
I was gonna say Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's not
There you go.
even. That's not even Looney Tunes.
Yeah, that's not Looney Tunes. That's
I was-
Nickelodeon. Oh, you're
That's
making
Cartoon Network.
I was just saying in general. I wasn't
That's Cartoon Network.
comparing.
That's Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was you thinking making your decision to stab him?
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
during the game.
Look, bro.
Honestly, I was okay. Wait. Before we get too far off track, let's do the lyric, and then we could circle around back to this.
Okay, go ahead and do the lyric.
So my lyric of the week is once again. No, I don't even think I had a lyric of the week. Well, I don't know how much y'all posted.
The episode didn't air.
Oh, yeah, we don't got to talk about that then. But from my favorite art group, Suicide Boys. Once again, if you know, you know. If you don't, go ahead and hop on that.
Suicide Boys.
I don't remember the album or the song, but I do know that it was in New Orleans, and I'm pretty sure it was based off of a video of like some old like preacher standing on like a soapbox, because you know how it is on like in New Orleans, like everybody just pretty much not like parties all the time, but it's kind of a party city. Like if you're out of state and you go to New Orleans, you're most likely going there just to like drink, have fun, and then you're just like leaving after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some stuff to see, but there's not a lot. It's mostly graveyards. Anyway, I'm getting off track.
I was about to say.
I was like, I like New Orleans, but yeah.
Basically, he was like, you wake up from your drunken stupor, like praying to God, saying, "Oh, get me through this. I won't ever do this again." Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Only to come back the next Friday and do it all over again.
Mm.
And he was basically, it's kind of saying like, you say this now, acting like, God for like forgiveness and saying like, oh, like please help me through this and da da da.
Yeah.
But once it like comes right back around, you kind of do like the same thing again. So
right.
It just kind of like watered down like the whole thing. Like it doesn't.
So like basically your actions don't align with what you want.
Yeah.
Out of life.
But it's like people say stuff like that and like not like different like for different situations, and like even though people say that, they mean it much more differently. Like if somebody's like, "Oh God help me," like when they're drunk, they don't really mean it because it's just kind of like more like a pain thing to help them get through it.
It's more of like an in the moment type thing.
Yeah,
where it's like
if something's like life or death, then most likely when you're reaching out saying, "Oh God, please help me," then that's more genuine.
Yeah, I feel
because a lot more is at stake.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but in New Orleans, there's not a lot of shit to do.
How do you know? You been in New Orleans?
Yeah, I never told you all this.
For how long?
3-4 days.
I was there the same day. There was a lot of shit to do out there. You kidding me?
It's a lot less.
Did you not go on any of the ships or whatnot?
Oh no.
You didn't go to the French Quarters?
I went to the.
Did you have a po' boy?
Yeah.
What about gumbo?
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's not a lot of activities to do when you're underage.
You're probably right. You're probably right. That's right.
Because I've seen prostitutes out there.
So you was tempted to get it. You was tempted. Okay.
Shout out to the. What?
Shout out to the. That's crazy.
No, because when I was out there,
you saw him and you was like, damn. If only I was 18.
Bro, let me give context, bro. They're literally out there like protesting, because I think they were trying to like ban like sex work or something like that, and there was like literally a whole like street filled with prostitutes just like marching around, and then there were like titty bars, stuff like that.
He says, "Shout out to the prostitutes." Shout out to the prostitutes is crazy, bruh. What prostitutes are watching this right now? Bro?
Right.
You may never know.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe in the future, like along the line.
Real specific. Shout out to the New Orleans prostitutes.
Hey, do what you want to do. I'm just saying.
And let's get back to that Medan thing,
yeah.
Okay? You stabbed me. While I was editing the video, you had even said, "Oh, dude, I think I know what's going on. I think the monsters are the real people." You said that. You said that in the video. I might even put that in the clip. He was like that, and then he go, and I'm like, "Lily, are you sure?" Because the monster was not fighting back. He was just standing there like one of those, like NPC type movements where it's like I'm just moving, but he's not. He's
it's
not
just
even
on replay.
He wasn't even attacking, bro. And I was like, "Are you sure?" Like you literally said.
Okay,
and I was
to
like,
be
wow.
fair, when we saw like the two-headed thing in the
boat.
So you thought because we saw the two-headed skeleton, you thought it was real?
Yeah, I thought because
That is true. That is true, though.
You know how like sometimes they pull like some flip shit. That's what I literally thought was gonna happen. Where it was just gonna like flip it, and then it was gonna be like one real monster, but he wasn't really like didn't really pop up until the end.
But that's the thing is that when we saw that 2-headed skeleton, that's when the hallucinations were starting.
Yeah.
Because remember after we saw the head fall from the curtain, but it was actually like a vase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly, bro.
yeah.
That's when it was really like it didn't make sense.
I mean, but what's done is done.
You keep saying that, but when that chip come out in your boo boo, it's not gonna be that anymore.
Then I'm gonna be praying to God.
I'm thinking of that too, like externally, like you took it in, but when it, is gonna get out, it's like,
Oh no, like I'm not eating with y'all after this. I'm
God.
going straight home.
Straight home to boo boo.
Like it's dump and then sleep because I'm beat after this.
That dump might be incredibly painful
bro.
because it's nothing but Reaper like.
Speaking
juice.
of my home, when you have
Speaking of my home, yes,
because this happened when I came over here, right? So I got a family member that just recently bought like a little puppy. Brought her over to our house. She doesn't live with us. Brought her
Okay.
over to our house in a cage.
Yes.
Now, when a little puppy is in a cage, do you think A, you're gonna leave them in the cage while you're scrolling through your phone, or B, you're gonna let them out?
I'm gonna let them out.
She literally was on her phone, just scrolling on her phone while she was in the cage. And
What
I was
happened to the
like,
puppy? Did it die?
What?
Oh, I'm thinking like you left it in there too long, where it's like you left that.
No.
Eventually, she left the house with that. Okay,
Where the fuck does he live? The desert?
I'm thinking like you know what I mean. But what happened? The
What?
dog-
I was just kind of. I was like, bro. I was like, you're sitting here on her phone, and she's literally crying, wanting to be let out, and like, just like mess around. Cause she doesn't like. She'll bite shoes, and then like she'll mess around with you.
Just typical dog behavior.
yeah, like typical like dog behavior.
what kind of dog was it?
I don't know what. I don't know what type, but it was
Small or big dog?
Small.
Courier.
It wasn't a courier. It was all black. I don't know what type.
I don't know dogs.
I
But
appreciate.
Don't
what's the
know.
What's the moral of the story?
Like I don't know. I feel like if you're just like that, like if you're just on your phone constantly, then you shouldn't really have a dog. Not like constantly, but it's like if you have a dog or get a puppy, then your focus should be more turned like towards the puppy than like you.
You would know a lot about being on your phone.
Oh my god, bro! Talk about it.
Who said that?
Yeah, let's
Who
go
did
ahead and
say
talk
that?
about it.
Who's the other guest here that said that? Did you hear that? Who said
It's
that?
crazy.
Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah,
Let's
why
talk
not?
about it.
So, okay. So, as you guys know, Marc has been a part of the production of, the Man and Medan walkthroughs, the
Crispy Co,
Mojo's Corner. We did a couple episodes before, we got to the final ones, but he's been here, and it's funny you brought up that story about being on your phone, man. It's really funny. But, basically, every time we get to setting up one of these, and, these take a little while, okay? These
They
take
do.
about,
They really
I'd
do.
say about how long?
It's probably like 40, 40 to an hour
45
just
to
for
an hour,
preparation.
Just for preparation. And, can you want to explain? Because I don't want to air it out and make it, I don't want to, vilify.
Yeah, explain your side first.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you want me to help, cool, I'll help. But you have to tell me what to do. I'm not versed in any of this audio stuff, any of this recording stuff. I'm just here. If you want me to help, you gotta be like, hey, Marc, can you do this? Da, da, da. And I'll be like, cool, I'll put my phone down.
Okay.
I don't have a problem.
Okay,
But
here's the thing. It's like
That's
it's like
not even a fair. Go ahead.
like yeah, you're a great stand-in. We
Yes.
love having you in, but that's not enough because we do the same thing. You know what I mean? He's our audio guy. I'm the OBS guy, and you're
Marc
yeah.
on the chair.
We love Marc,
We love
but
this.
that's we need a
why.
little more.
And it's crazy because we absolutely love the energy you bring, your personality. Because we love just debating with you and
Exactly.
disagreeing with you. But I was what was it? It was one day we were doing a podcast or we were doing a walkthrough, and we were setting up, and this nigga was like, "Y'all done yet?" Scrolling through his phone. Y'all done yet?
that was.
And then,
Can we get the and then today he goes, can we get this shit start or can we get it over with? And I'm like, do you have something to do? He's like, I'm off, sir.
Wait, The first time we recorded Man and Dan, the reason why the first episode was only the introduction was because after recording that, Marc was like, all right, guys, I gotta go. I'm like, what?
Because we didn't even know. We were like, wait, we gotta go. Are you serious? But it's
all right, I'll give you that.
No. That one didn't even go up, remember?
Was it really?
Yeah, that one didn't go up. We redid it. We redid it, and that time he left early again to go watch Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's right. Was it good? The movie was good, though, right?
The movie was good. I watched it, too.
I didn't watch it.
I tried to get you to watch
I don't like how they did Bulma, though.
Nigga, you gonna spoil it for me?
I'm not. It's not a spoiler.
That has to be a spoiler.
It's not a bad.
That almost sounds like she died.
No. With the Dragon Ball movies, specifically the movies, they don't do this in the show. But in the movies, they always like over sexualize the female characters.
Yeah.
Because I guess they have the budget to do it.
Really?
They got the money to like make her ass bigger.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Okay, so
you didn't like that?
I'm not saying that. Okay, so do you know like the basis of like? Please tell me you know like the basis of Dragon Balls, right?
Yeah.
So you know like how many you have to gather in order for you to make a So basically, she has like she has a whole team where they just go around collecting them, and she's just like, well, they can't just sit here. So she was just kind of like, oh, I'll just make a wish, and then they'll go out and they'll go look for him again. What do you think is the one thing that she'll make a wish for?
She didn't. The last movie I saw, she was like she wanted to be younger.
Yeah.
What did she wish for?
What do you think? He's talking about Dragon Ball Broly.
Oh, what do you think it was this time?
She was like, "Can I get a fatter ass?" She did that,
nigga.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. She was just like, "Oh, make my ass a little bit bigger. Tuck in this and make my wrinkles go away."
But it worked though. She got that.
Yeah, bro. I will say she has the wagon, bro. The whole G-Wagon in the back, bro. Like, it's actually...
Oh, my God.
It's actually crazy. Like, she looks good.
This movie's on DVD, or is it on...
No.
On DVD? Who the fuck is buying DVDs?
I do. Look, bro, it's some old movies that you can't watch on Netflix anymore.
Hey, can y'all burn the CD for me?
No, I don't do all that. I buy them.
Hey,
where are they on?
Rewind my VHS.
No, it's on. I think it's on like Amazon. Is it on Amazon Prime now? No, it just came out.
The movie, nah. It's still only in theaters.
Yeah, Broly's out on Prime, but
damn, bro, I gotta see that.
I showed him Broly. He loved it.
That was a great movie.
I gotta watch Broly.
What?
I never. Yeah.
Why did you watch?
You saw Superhero before Broly,
bro? Because I already told you, bro. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z like that.
Okay, but if you love Superhero.
That's what my friends told me.
Yeah, you're gonna love Broly.
That's what they told me. They was like,
Broly better than Superhero?
I would say that.
Damn, I don't know, cause I like Dragon Ball Broly more because the fight scenes and everything is better. Mm-hmm. But in Superhero, like you really get to see like character personality and like the chemistry between the characters, and that's what I love. It's more like wholesome kind of thing. But because you don't get to see much outside of just them fighting, you know.
Yeah.
So seeing this whole dynamic of them like just talking and having
deep
fun,
into the characters, and what they're saying, the dialogue.
It's a cool like transition.
Yeah, I gotta watch that, man. That sounded like a good movie.
It was.
Who was it? It was Broly and that other like green chick from. I know it's
Chi-Lai.
Yeah,
Chi-Lai.
Yeah, Chi-Lai.
Chi-Lai. I like Chi-Lai. Cool. She's a cool character.
Why is she cool?
Cause I like the insight she gave throughout the story.
Oh,
you know, and she was helping out.
You watched Broly, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did he? Can you fact check that? Did you watch Broly?
He did. I watched it with him. I showed him it.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
It was free on YouTube.
Yeah, Chi-Lai.
Are you sure there's no other reason you want to talk about?
No. Let's not talk about it.
Look, bro, because I was gonna bring it up. Like, we could talk about it.
You still got that piece of chip from the one chip thing,
bro. What chip is on me, bro? It's nothing but water.
You better finish it, or else the challenge is not over.
No, it's nothing on here, bro. This is just Lynn. It's fine.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let's get.
We could talk about it.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Okay. I like how you guys brought up how like the stories like was good and the story was real well fleshed out. That's kind of like what I feel like. That's kind of what we're trying to be on. Is like creating a good story for ourselves and like doing this YouTube shit and like, kind of creating our own discography and, starting this business and whatnot.
Yep.
Because that's what me and you have been on. And I think, Marc, you kind of wanted to start something, I guess.
I did, but then I started seeing videos of it, and I was just like, fuck.
There's a vision.
There's a vision. What was your idea again?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk?
Talking about like this story, not Edge Runner.
I heard that game was garbage. It wasn't garbage, there's a lot of bugs.
It was bad when it first came out, but after a while they actually like invested into it. There's still some stuff, because I started playing it again. There's still some stuff that's kind of like but like now it's actually like pretty playable.
Yeah.
Especially after the show came out and they did a big update.
And you wanted to create like a little documentary, game documentary about it?
No, I just wanted to talk about like the story.
Like almost like Donkey, what Donkey does?
Explaining?
Yeah.
Kind of it?
Okay. Well, yeah.
Hey, you know what I did when I played that game?
What?
I looked at the character customization, and I saw that you could either circumcise or not circumcise.
Yeah.
This is what I did.
You didn't play it?
No.
Bro, play it.
I did not play it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to see none of this. So I made a girl, and then it's like, do you want a penis or a pussy?
No way.
Like, okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm good on this.
They going full depth with the customizations.
Like, the whole thing with that, like you could literally ignore all that.
I mean, I see it, trying to represent everybody.
Yeah.
But
it's not for you.
But
Yeah,
I mean, like,
it's
just too much.
It gets
you
too
don't have to,
political at some point, but it's cool. It's cool.
I just want to play a game.
Yeah, just let me play the game. Let's focus on the story.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the story, like, focusing on making good content, or focus on making good, books, or you know what I mean? Like, just things that we do, like how Cam, you've been, doing this walkthrough thing, the Man of Medan.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the future is for that, because I know you want to get into vlogging and whatnot. So it's like,
I want to get into vlogging?
Dude.
Or you want to get into vlogging?
No, I don't want to get into vlogging. I don't know. That's going to be later on. I feel like later on when I can fully, rely on straight personality to, because that's going to take a lot, vlogging.
Yeah. I would like to vlog eventually, because we do a lot of fun shit,
Yeah.
And a lot of funny shit happens. But right now, my main focus is just gaming, For a while, that's going to be the plan.
Yeah.
I don't see myself switching up my category for a while, Like this, the Dark Anthology is what's really going to carry on my channel. And then once there's downtime in between each game, I want to do some short horrors in between,
Yeah.
Like getting one-on-one time with one of y'all, or getting my girl, Belle, Ryan, all of our friends on. That'd be fun.
You still talked about?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a great, you have a good long-term, plan, I feel like, which is good. I think my thing is, I kind of want to create just kind of a two things, and then maybe add on another thing. I'm really trying to work on the bin more often.
Yeah.
More. I've kind of gotten a uploading schedule for that, and then this podcast, because this is the podcast is really what is gonna make, because it's an hour long. It's longer.
Yeah, it's the staple of the channel.
It's the staple, and it's I can get all the. It's not about monetization, but that's where you get your watch time hours. Exactly. And podcasts are really fun to make, honestly.
Let's be real. Obviously, if we're doing this shit long term, it's gonna become about money.
Yeah, and it's it's okay. That's the second part. Is it's the value and then the money.
Yeah.
Have fun with it first.
Have fun with it. Create value for people, and then the money to come.
Yeah, our own enjoyment out of it is the number one priority.
Yeah, because I don't want to make something half-ass and it'd be you know what I mean? It'd be oh, I don't like it. It's it's okay if you don't, but I'm gonna put all mine into it, and then be yeah, this is what I want to put out. Because I only put out shit I think is good.
Yeah, that's exactly how I view our videos. When I was watching the Man of Medan back when you were editing it and sending it back to me, the first episode I didn't like.
Yeah.
I was bored of it. But it's funny because that first episode has the most views, and the second episode and everything so on really started to pick up.
Yeah.
And I was really happy regardless of how many views I had on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But is the video was genuinely like funny. Like I watched it a couple times. And I'm like, I don't know if that's like being like narcissistic or something.
Nah, it's not. I've done that before.
But like I enjoyed like watching us interact and play the game together.
Yeah, it's like when you truly proud of something, it's easier to even market after that. It's easier to like really just tell people like I made this.
Yeah.
Or, like this is what I did. So like if you can watch it, like that'll be great.
Exactly.
Like even later on, it's like maybe even once you start a clothing brand or a clothing line, like I might have a clothing line coming up. I have a few designs for some, so I might put that out, and I want to take my time with it. So if I take my time with it and it's good, of course I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'm proud of this. Try it. You know what I mean?
I think this goes for all of us, but I don't think we would ever put something out that we don't find enjoyment in.
Yeah, because
like, if I put out a video, I'm gonna make sure I have fun watching the video.
Yeah,
because go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. It's my fault.
No, you good.
But like that's like a example. We made videos before where it was like we're not putting this out.
Yeah, we're not
doing this.
feel it, so we scrapped the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's like I've made videos before for like other shit, and I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling this. I'll just delete it.
A prime example is our past podcast. Marc used to be a permanent, person on the podcast, but our scheduling got really bad, and so it's been hard,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
whenever we can have him on, we'd love it,
Yeah. Because you add a different energy. You add a good energy. That kind of it also makes it to the point where we have to because you kind of negate us. You kind of like to debate us a lot or disagree. So it kind of like makes it better for content.
Bro, as toxic as it sounds, bro, I love arguing with people. I don't care what nobody says. I love arguing with people.
I could kind of say that too. Yeah. I kind of like arguing. It's kind of like no one really wants
like
to agree.
If you're arguing with your friends and it's like you don't have like there's no hate like behind it or anything like that, bro, it is genuinely a good time.
Yeah, because it's really just kind of banter.
Yeah, it's really banter.
Low-key, like arguing is easier than small talk.
Yeah, like I could small talk, but like no one wants to be agreeable all the time. You know what I mean? No one wants to talk to someone agreeable all the time.
It's not engaging.
Because it's like, bro, we don't disagree on anything. We had an argument in the car when we were going to Chick-fil-A, and we just arguing, and then we're like, and we dropped it like fast.
I was just laughing.
Yeah, you just laughing. And I was like, man, shut the But it's like, it's funny and it's fun.
I also do that thing a lot where I put two different ideas in your head.
Yeah, and then
I just watch you.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude
Number one
knows
instigator. Number one. You can't tell me any different.
It's not even
just be like, oh, but what about this?
It's not even
turn
instigator.
The other person be like, oh, what about this? And then just watch the fireworks.
No.
Just
Like, give us an example.
Example of what?
Like when I do that to y'all.
I don't know, bro. Like, you'll...
No,
like,
okay.
I know he didn't do that in the car when we went to Chick-fil-A.
Dude, it'll be something very small where I'm like, I think I want pizza. And he's like, are you sure you want pizza? I'm like, I don't want pizza. Like, that's how, that's in layman's terms. Like, now I'm like, I don't want pizza. But it's deeper than that.
Okay, let me, the one from LA, right? You're like, I think we came back. No, it wasn't LA. You came back and you're like, oh, I gotta go to my sister's ballet recital.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, damn, it's kind of far. Are you sure? And then you're like, yeah, you're right. And then I was like, but you really gonna miss your sister's recital?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, because bro is obviously he wants the one thing, which he wants me like to hang out more is like, but like he's also gonna play devil's advocate, but he's also gonna play the angel. He's like both of them on both sides.
So just be like, dang, man, like, you sure? That's a very far drive.
This is what I do after I say that. I'm like, you sure you gonna do that?
And then I'm like, and then he'll just let it simmer and let me think about it. And then I'll be having this like conflict in my mind, just going back and forth talking about, shit, do I really want to do that?
That shit is so funny.
That shit is crazy how good you're at.
To be fair,
you're a manipulator for that.
To be fair, I do that shit at work.
That's terrible.
It's funny, bro.
Bro, it's extremely funny.
I'm not gonna do it with something like big.
Yeah. But it's like, there's this one, okay, like, this close?
Yeah.
But, what was it?
Turn it.
Sorry,
yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Sorry.
No,
but what was it? Like, so this dude, like, he's not like the nicest guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like he likes to think that he's nice. but he's not like the nicest guy per se. Now, where that comes to like the customers, whatever, like doesn't really matter. But he's not like the nicest dude. So I'll just kind of be like, oh, you know, like I'm just kind of like chill about it, da da da. And then he'll come up to me and be like, I'm a nice person, right? And then I'll just start laughing. He was like, what are you laughing for? I was like, dude, you're not a nice dude. I was like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to be. Like, you don't have to be nice to everybody. Because that's very tiring.
It is tiring. It is tiring. I can say that firsthand.
Yeah.
It's so tiring to be nice all the time. Like,
But
sometimes
then-
you just want to be... Sometimes, honestly, you just want to be a dickhead. Like, but it's more of like, you're just too tired to even be nice. Because, you know, like... I know for a fact that always being nice is not gonna get you anywhere. For real. Like sometimes you gotta be that dickhead and be like, nah, fuck that, I'm not doing that. Or like
I had a run-in like that.
turn around. Oh my God.
I had a run-in like that recently.
What?
It was like I went to go pick up my resume because you know how you go online on FedEx, put it in, and then they print it out for you or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
It's just a resume. It takes like what, 3-5 minutes?
3 minutes, yeah, to print.
Yeah.
And they got it already.
And so I did it like 20 minutes before leaving the house. And by the time I got there, it's probably at least been like 20-25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm there, I walk in, and I'm really respectful. And so when I talk to people I don't know, I talk in like, you know, that business
That
voice.
stern type of, yeah, can I get that? Can I get that muff
I'm
right
like,
now?
I'm like, good morning. You have my resume with you?
Uh-huh.
And then she's like,
don't you see the papers here? I haven't got to these yet.
I'm like,
Excuse me?
and I'm like, okay, what time should I expect it to be done?
Yeah.
Because I'm there around like 10:30. I have an interview at 11.
Yeah. Oh my
And so I'm
God,
like,
no,
when
you
is
gotta
it
get
going to be
going.
done? And she's
Yeah.
like,
I have to get through these first, so it'll probably take like a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Bro,
And-
did you have to print
A
something?
couple hours?
Yeah.
No.
Bro, just
No.
come to my place next
I
time.
was, but, you know, I don't know if y'all were at work or whatever. So I was like, I'm just going to go FedEx. And then she was like, yeah, it's going to take a couple hours. And I said, all right, bitch. And I walked out.
No, bro. It does not take... That's how I know she lying, because it does not take that long.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even want to
It's
deal
quick,
with it.
bro.
I know.
First of all, you make your order online, you print it, and then they already have it. They don't even do anything. They just put it in a sleeve and then give it to you once you're done.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you
I
paid
didn't-
online, right?
Yeah, and I didn't ask for nothing crazy.
She lying.
I just asked for the printout and for you to staple the top left corner. That's
She
all I
lying.
asked. It came out to like $1.27. And I'm
Exactly,
like, I'm
bro.
like, something that costs $1.27 should not take a couple hours.
A couple hours.
I could go to Ryan's house and get it done.
What'd you end up doing? Going
I rescheduled.
really the interview?
I was pissed.
That's so fucked up.
I was not gonna, because
Bro.
I was already bad and in a bad mood. So I was not gonna go to an interview when I'm like that, you know?
Bro, just text me next time, nigga. If anything, I could have my mom come over. Or my mom's always at fucking home.
Yeah.
And then
'Cause-
she'll just be like,
The thing with me is that I'm very patient. I can hold myself, you know?
Yeah.
But I woke up this morning, like, ready for an interview, and you gonna pull that? I'm like, bro, you wasting people's time out here.
Yeah, bro. Like sometimes when I'm in that predicament and it's like someone's not treating me how it's like I know this is not how you should be treated in this environment. So
Yeah.
I'm like, with me, like I usually demand something. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm gonna need that like ASAP right now, like type shit. Like it was a dentist or not a dentist. It was like an ear appointment thing. I wanted to get the earring out. It was like
Yeah.
at that time, and this dude was like, I was calling and I was like, can I get an appointment? He was like, I don't know, the closest one is in August 8th or August 30th, and it was like before that. It was the month before that. I'm like, no, I need this done now or else it's gonna close up inside. And he was like, well, I don't know, we can do it. And I'm like, nah, bro, like I need one like right now. He was like, well, we're still. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like
Yeah.
I didn't, and I end up going to the ER. So I'm just like, sometimes you just don't have time for that, and sometimes
And
like
that's what I'm saying. That's
you gotta
exactly
really
what
be. Sometimes you gotta be like, it sucks, but like sometimes it's the only way.
nah, bro,
Really.
because sometimes people just like BS. People just love
Yeah,
BS.
sometimes people BS, and it's like you can't stand for that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sitting here being like, oh, okay, take your time. No, like I'm out.
And another thing is, I never call women bitches.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I see that as like disrespectful, but this one was like, it was valid.
It can be disrespectful. I think if you use bitch, like You can use. I feel like you can use bitch in the same way like a black person can say nigga. You know what I mean? Like if you say, man, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Like you know what I mean? Like kind of like, man, nigga, get the fuck. You know what I mean? It's like more of a friendly type vibe. You can't do that with
a female.
I have. And they don't like.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
like there's certain words that are like more offensive to a female.
Yeah, because I feel like
exactly.
Because I feel like, not to drop names, but I feel like if I know you probably. I feel like you know who I'm talking about, but I feel like the one female you're talking about, she just gets called that all the time.
Probably, but you know, there's a lot of other females too.
Yeah, sometimes females are just like used to it.
Females.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What
But
the fuck is this? This is Andrew Tate?
no, I'm not saying that. Like, obviously, I don't like drop it like that. But I rarely even call females like bitches unless it's like unless I'm rapping, or something like that.
You
like,
freestyle? You been freestyling?
Not like that, nigga. Like if I'm singing something.
Y'all trying to freestyle real quick?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I think I could. Let's drop an album together.
Drop an album?
Yeah.
Shit. Maybe.
We'll get overnight success.
Bro said overnight success.
Honestly, overnight success, that shit would not work.
Why you say that?
Yeah.
You don't think it would work in this day and age?
No, I'm saying it can work. You can get overnight success, but it's not gonna last because you haven't.
It's not long term.
It's not long term, and you haven't built a system where you're disciplined enough to keep making music.
No, I don't think that's true at all.
You don't think that's true?
I feel like you could be overnight. I feel like you could be overnight success. The problem is maintaining that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that you can't be an overnight success.
You just said that you can do, or both of you guys just said that you couldn't do overnight success.
You can. Okay. Well,
so if you want to reiterate, it's fine.
If I did, yeah. Let me reiterate and say, you can do overnight success, but it's not going to be long term. You're not going to have that success long. Which
it's not going to be long term unless you properly plan it out.
No,
you can't even do that.
You can't. That's the part we're saying you can't.
Because imagine you get big off of one song, and you've only made 3 songs before that, and you made the third song got big, and now you're this big. Then you
figure out with that third song. Okay, what do people like about this?
Okay,
is it the fact that you could make it on a TikTok where people could clip it and do XYZ? Is it the beat? Is it the lyric? Is it because I had somebody on there? If so, how can I recreate this so it's more popular and I just keep on like writing this?
That's the problem, bro. Is recreating.
Let's look at
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice, Lil Tecca, Lil Mosey.
Lil Tecca,
he kind of around. He kind of, but it's not like
Lil Mosey. Like, yeah, for sure. That XXL freestyle really showed. Yeah. I mean, it's almost crazy how it's like the love for the almost love for rapping has really just been
watered down.
Watered down, yeah, exactly. You put it perfectly.
Because anybody can get famous now. That's just how it is.
But it shouldn't be that way.
Bro, stuff like that is always going. I'm pretty.
Okay, I can't. That came off a little haterish. Like it shouldn't be that way. But like, if you truly have I feel like a lot of people just do stuff just because they think they can get famous off of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but do you truly have a love for it? Do you truly have a passion for it?
Sometimes people just get famous, make the money off it, and then just do to whatever. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's a couple things wrong with that.
What? Just like getting big off something. So it's like
because you're looking at it from a surface level.
Yeah,
it goes a lot deeper. You're putting this out to the internet.
That's your reputation.
Yeah, you might be doing something stupid, like let's say with pranks. That happens a lot with pranks, right?
What, like Supreme Patty?
Yeah, that kind of genre. And you're putting this out. Kids are watching it. They go out, try to redo what you just did. You know.
Well, I feel like there's a difference between pranks and rapping.
No, because rapping has that same effect on kids. You always hear little kids rapping about the same shit that these rappers are rapping about.
That is true.
And then that, to them, that lifestyle is then glorified to them, and then they want to live like that.
Yeah.
Rapping has always been glorified, though.
It has been.
Tupac, before he went like full thug.
Yeah.
You seen that clip, right?
That shit is crazy how fast he changed. But yeah, what were you saying?
It's it's way bigger now because of the internet, though.
Yeah. The internet has like really saturated the rap industry and the rap content. I mean, that's kind of how it is with the whole producing thing. Is like with me when I'm producing it and people was like, why don't you just do this? It's like I feel like that industry has really become almost soulless. Because it's like everything is so disposable now. Like
There's less value.
it's less value in everything. So it's like it used to be like, dude, I got a beat from someone. It's like, damn, you really got a beat from that person. But now it's like everyone can make a beat. You can make a fire beat right now, send it to Polo G, and it's like you're in. You know what I mean? You don't need the.
I don't think I'm not a big fan of the music industry.
Okay, but I'm just
It's
giving
an
an example.
Yeah.
Like if someone like you did that, it's too easy now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of disheartening.
Shit, I can send a beat to Polo G right now.
Exactly.
Piano.
Exactly. Just one G. Polo G. Like this, it's G. Like, dude.
G-key.
But yeah. I mean, that's really the whole thing with that. Like, just at least have some passion.
Yeah, that really goes for everything. YouTube, rapping.
YouTube rapping.
Whatever you do. Work, career. You know?
Put a effort where it's like, I really love this.
Yeah.
Whatever you put into it, you'll get double out of it.
Like, money is great and all, but, like, you got to think about your own enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I've been thinking a lot about myself or, like, about things I do. And I truly believe I do care. And that's one thing I hate about myself. That's one thing I thought I hated about myself. But I've just come to learn to just be like, you know what, I'm going to embrace it because I can't do things without caring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't edit without caring. I can't make a beat without caring about it.
Yeah.
Like, I have to care about it. Like, I don't know. I just put so much care into things. And I'll try to be like, I don't care about people, but I do.
I don't. You're a better man than me.
And it's like, yeah, and it can suck sometimes. Like, why do I care so much?
It's a gift and a curse.
It's a gift and a curse. It's like, why do I care so much about someone who doesn't reciprocate the value or reciprocate? Because I feel like I truly live by this mantra where it's like, add value. So I try to do that with everybody I'm, a part of or everybody I meet. I try to add as much value to them as possible.
Would you say you're like that, Cameron?
Damn, it's hot as fuck.
I give value to certain things, and whatever I put value onto those things, I tend to keep those things in my life.
Well, I was referring more to like people. Like, I already know you put a value,
people,
value
yeah.
into.
I definitely do, and we actually talked about this last night. Like, we had some two homies back then that were like really close with us, and I was thinking, because as I'm uploading my video, I'm like, bro, if y'all were here right now, y'all would be so happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but y'all just had to fuck it up for us.
Yeah, bro.
Because I didn't do nothing. It was their actions that they did that chose or led to us not being with them.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Like I said before, a better man than me. After that, bro, it was.
But that's the thing, though. I'm not missing their character around me.
Yeah, I'm not saying you miss like their character, but like, I also understand that you kind of like I was there too. It was. I'll say it was cool while it lasted, but after that whole thing happened, I'm glad we just kind of like broke it off how we did.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
It was the right move.
I'm mad about. Not necessarily mad that they did what they did. Like, obviously it upset me, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't right. But it makes me more mad that that's what they chose and this is what it led to.
Mm-hmm.
It led to me having my morals come into,
I feel you. Kind of intercept.
Yeah,
like almost
exactly.
Crossed in that, and you still get some of that residual effect.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, they were kind of, I was with them.
Yeah.
Type shit. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Like, I just hate the fact that they chose to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was their choice.
It's the choosing. It's like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get caught up with that, but yeah.
But like I said, both of y'all are a better person than me. Because
I know.
I cut off people very quickly.
That's okay. That's a good way to do it too. If you know someone's negative, cut them out.
Not
fast.
even negative. Like I've seen,
or not bringing anything to you, cut them out fast.
not even like I've seen people do like grimy stuff and then they do it to me and I'm just kind of like, oh, word. And I'm just,
That's good. They're
even with,
good people.
but that's with everything. Like,
That's the difference between you and me.
yeah.
I told you this. When
Oh, you'll see it. You'll give them 3 strikes.
I see it, but I don't say nothing. I watch how you move.
Yeah.
And you keep doing it after the first time. I'm not going to say nothing. Because if that's true to your character and that's what you do, I want to see it happen.
You want to see it full through.
I'm not going to say nothing and then you're going to change up temporarily.
Yeah.
You know, because you know that's going to happen. So it's like, I'm going to watch who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You know, that's what happened. I watched what these two did over the span of 3-4 years. And things happened and I was like, there you go.
There you go.
Get outta here.
I have a strike by camera.
You
I
don't.
I was kidding.
I don't have the strike system. I need if you give me a decent enough explanation, then I'll just be like, okay.
So you
But
just
if
a
you
one
do-
and done type Nick, like
But
one
no,
and done.
okay, I'll say it like this. If you give me a good enough explanation and I see your reasoning behind it, I'll be like, okay. But if you do it again and then expect like the same explanation out of it, even though I'm telling you, A, that's not really cool, XYZ, da, then it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, you gotta go. Like, you can't stay here anymore.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
good.
The reason I'm so forgiving with stuff like that is because I know how it was to change and grow as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm like, maybe. You know, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say nothing to you. I'm gonna let you solve whatever you think is wrong. I'm not gonna tell you it's wrong. That's up to you. You know.
Yeah.
So I just watch, I forgive, and I forget. But
Yeah.
I don't really forget. It's still in the back of my mind. But you know, if I do see growth behind you, I'm gonna let it fly.
Yeah.
Do you kind of like cut them off silently or do you tell them? Well, except,
tell them.
okay, yeah. Except for like the incident we're
Yeah,
talking about.
I tell
but,
them
yeah.
because I don't know if y'all ever been like ghosted just without reasoning,
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah. That's happened
Yeah.
before.
and it's not a good feeling, you know.
It's really not because like,
Like,
why did you?
Even
What?
if it's like a horrible person, like closure is still needed.
Yeah, like at least an explanation as to why.
Because it's not like I just hate you and I don't care for you anymore. You know, that's impossible. You
Yeah.
know? I obviously had to care for you from the start. Just because you did this, yeah, it makes me resent you, but that care is still lingering.
Yeah, it's still kind of there a little
Yeah.
bit.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what you did wrong, and I'm telling you that I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because I don't wish bad on you.
No.
You know, go do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what happened, why it led to that, and that's up to you to figure it out.
Yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, better people than me. That's all I can say. That's my 2
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah, it's good. Y'all want to get into hot takes?
Sure. Go
Hot
ahead.
takes. You want me to go first? I am the host. Let me go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Movies and shows progressively getting worse,
Yep.
and you can see the decline fast.
Not a hot take.
Yeah, that's
Oh
not,
my
that's not a hot
God.
take. That's that's observation at this point.
That's just fact.
I mean, I just want it to be said though. Like,
we talked about it in the episode we didn't release. Well, y'all didn't release, but
we didn't talk about that.
Yes, we did. We talked about Marvel movies.
That's
we're talking
Marvel.
about
I'm just saying movies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But I feel like the complaining is not gonna do anything. I think we have to like get better at like writing better stories.
no, you got to get better people into the writing business. You can't get
Yeah,
better
you're
with
right.
that. You have to if you get better people into the writing business, and you're gonna get high quality movies out of it. But also, it kind of like varies into like a whole bunch of other things, because I know there's certain movies out there where it's like they had this one very good idea, but like the studio didn't like it, so then they had to change it. And it's a whole like
it's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
a
can't-
big mess.
I can't bag on all the writers because writing is that's a hard occupation. You know, you gotta have creativity. You you got to go through shit, I think, to really write well.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have that.
It all comes with experience.
Yeah, and you got to have that self-discipline because writing, you got to write a lot to be good. A lot to be good. So, you know, let me back off for a little bit. And there's some gems out there.
Yep.
There's some gems. There's some diamonds in the rough. I like Knives Out. I like that director. Christopher Nolan's still good.
Yeah.
But you know, this you can see it. You can see it a little bit. But I guess that's not a hot take. You guys are right.
Yeah, that's not really a hot take.
I'll accept it.
I don't know. That was just something on my mind.
I got a crazy hot take.
What's yours?
But I'm gonna see if Marc wants to go first.
No, you could go ahead.
All right. Jeffrey Dahmer is not a racist.
Whoa, dude.
You're talking about this because of the Netflix special,
Dude.
right?
If y'all haven't
he's
watched
racist
it,
as
if
fuck.
y'all haven't watched the Jeffrey Dahmer show, it's called was it
Jeff-
Monster or something?
It's like Jeffrey.
So it's something on Netflix. Y'all see it.
It's
It's like
Jeffrey
number
Dahmer
one,
something.
like most viewed the show right now.
I haven't watched it.
It's amazing.
I've seen parts of it.
It's amazing because it's so disturbing, and because he's the main character, it makes you feel like certain moments you have sympathy for him because you're following his story, you know.
Is it a show or a documentary?
It's a show, but everything that they're doing happened. So they're recreating everything. And they'll even put in audio recordings of calls that happened that were made about him and whatnot. And I saw it on YouTube. They put like a side-by-side clip of one of the girls talking in court. And it was like word for word, every action
Really?
that was being done, they did it. And it was like a splitting image of it. And it was insane. Like the acting and everything is amazing in that show.
Yeah,
And the reason I say he's not a racist is because he kept failing, right? He couldn't afford to live somewhere where his dad was living, you know, where the typical white folks were living, right?
Yeah.
He kept failing, and that's what eventually led him to living in the black-owned apartments, you know? And can you really say he's racist when that was a situation he ended up in, and it wasn't like he was targeting black people. He was going to clubs that were next to him, that were local.
But he was targeting black people.
Not really. That's just
I wouldn't really count that as targeting.
because
It would be different.
Because who's there?
That's different.
It is targeting.
Though. If he was in a white neighborhood and he went down to
Yeah,
a black,
that's
if
what
he
I'm
went
saying.
down to a black club and specifically picked out black people, then that's targeting.
Yeah.
But if you're a white
You're right.
dude in a black neighborhood,
because you got to remember that
Use what you
when
got.
he was living with his dad, who was he drugging and killing? White people. It was white people. There's an Indian guy. There's a Laos guy, which is Asian. I think there's multiple Asians. And then once he moved to the black people area, that's when it was just all black people.
blacks.
Because that's all that was around him.
Yeah.
You know? It wasn't a race thing. It was just based off his surroundings.
yeah.
That's
I
just,
don't really have a input on this. You know, you can go ahead, Joseph, but that's just me. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't feel comfortable watching that. I think it's just too much for me to watch and just.
Honestly, it is.
I can't.
'Cause,
Because
like-
you told me a little snippet before, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, sir.
Because like the first 4 episodes, they are recreating him actually drugging the people and their experience with him.
I can't.
And then
watch
the
that.
episodes after that is like court stuff, political, how it was with how Jeffrey Dahmer's dad was dealing with it, and it was insane. Like you really feel bad for his dad, but it's also at the same time it's like you made him into what he is today.
Yeah,
So it's like, can I really feel bad for you?
yeah. Because why'd you get him into all that taxidermy stuff?
Yeah.
It's
Weird. Like imagine look at it this way. Imagine you bring your kids over to my house and I'm like, damn, I don't know what to do with them. Let me go find roadkill and cut them up.
That's just weird, bro. And I'm gonna look at you like, what are you doing with my children?
These my kids. my kids.
That's just crazy.
I don't really.
He's like, Fortnite exists.
Like, bro, you have the PS5 right here. Like, what
the
are you
controller,
doing?
bro.
I got a whole gaming setup. I'm playing with
This
a
man
damn
has the
raccoon,
whole
bro.
room,
Bro,
like,
has
with
a
the
whole-
VR
bro, has
and
a whole
everything.
game room, bro.
He decides to go to outside to get roadkill. Let's get this squirrel. No,
Bro's like, dang, I got no
Put on
idea
the,
what to do with these kids.
Jeffrey Dahmer just like me for real.
like, bro, put on the Oculus.
The only thing I know about it is that fucking. I don't have TikTok. I watch all my TikTok clips on Instagram. Y'all can hate me in the comments for whatever, but yeah, the only clips I've seen from like the show is like when someone did this actually happen when like he had a guest over and he tried to get something out the fridge and like he opened it up and then he was like, hey, why y'all got all these like fingers in here, or like he pointed out a body part. Did that actually happen in the show or no?
Nah.
I think that's a Lou Ratchet, like
Yeah, I feel like that's just like a little parody
yeah, a
thing.
little parody, probably.
There was a part of the show where he has a guy over and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get you a drink." He opens the fridge just a little bit, and you see somebody's head on the bottom of the fridge.
No.
And
Oh, that's it. The guy who was visiting.
no, the head of like somebody prior.
Oh my god!
And he kept stuff like that because he felt comfortable, like as if they were still around. That's what he said. Like he'd keep fingers, heads,
That's like that movie.
genitalia.
You seen that movie with Ryan Reynolds, Jerry?
Nah,
It's the same thing.
it's disgusting because
Yeah,
it's,
bro.
I always say this. It's one thing to watch it happen, and then it's another thing to think back and be like, all this stuff actually happened.
Yeah,
in real
bruh.
life.
That's just scary,
It's
bro.
an evil world we live in.
It is.
You got a hot take?
Dang, let's see. Hot take.
You don't have to if you want to, bro. We don't,
No, I could whip something up real quick. Just give me. You guys talk about something else. I could whip something.
He gonna be like,
in the old night.
Jeffrey Dahmer is a racist.
Jeffrey Dahmer is racist. No, y'all bring up another topic, and I could kind of.
I know his hot topic. It's gonna be. Oh, Fliss deserved to die.
Yeah, bro. Fuck you, Fliss. He even forgot already.
Oh
Are you Jeffrey Dahmer?
no. I mean, I looked.
He said no. I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer. Dude,
I
let's
actually
talk,
looked up the like other endings of the.
let's talk about these ice cream flavors because I was wondering why would you choose?
I picked both sherbets. All right.
Yeah, why sherbet? You're a sherbet guy?
I'm not a big fan of chocolate.
You don't have to get chocolate ice cream. They got vanilla.
I do like sherbet.
You like sherbet?
I like
There's nothing wrong with sherbet. That's just
I think you're by
If
yourself
I'm
on this
getting
one.
like
I don't like sherbet. It's too watery.
for clarification, there were fucking
That's
Ben
my
and
hot
Jerry.
take.
Like there were Ben and Jerry ones. No, there were
Those are Baskin Robbins.
yeah Baskin Robbins ones. Normally, I like the Ben and Jerry ones more, but they're a little. You know, I was trying to be on a little budget today, so I just got those because they're like $3 cheaper.
So that's your hot take.
And let me-
Ben
That's
and
not my hot-
Jerry's is greater than Baskin
Hey,
Robbins.
you think about your hot take. Let me ask you this: what's your favorite ice cream spot?
My favorite ice cream spot?
Yeah.
Ooh, right now, Long Beach Creamery is on
The
top.
one right here.
Yeah, cause dude, I'm telling you, like, I think it's honestly their butter cake flavor. It carries it. They have this butter cake flavor that's like it's ooey gooey. You warm it up. Oh my god. I mean, it's almost serene.
You sounded like P Diddy just now.
You get that oosh gosh boosh. No, but like I'm telling you, what's yours?
My favorite ice cream spot, the one I took you to, the one I took everybody to.
Oh no, that one was good.
I took them to the shaved ice place, and
No, that's good shaved ice.
we got this. I consider shaved ice cream. It's basically the same thing.
That's proper shaved ice.
Yeah, and basically they, take the shaved ice, and they add whatever. I had taro
Lychee.
flavor. Yeah, I had taro. Threw on some lychee, coconut shavings, and condensed milk.
No, that was the way to go.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it was.
The crispy combination.
No, like that day you were on it, bro.
Yeah, I took them
You
to
took it to hot pot.
hot pot.
Hot pot.
I took them to Shabu Shabu. It's a little hot pot joint in Cerritos.
This man be honest. Like honestly, like you be on it with the locations, like the places to go. Like I give you props, bro. I'm trying to be like that for real. Where you just know places like let's go here, and it's like damn.
We still
Okay.
got a snowboard.
We still got snowboard. That's coming up. You got a hot take or no?
I think I gotta Like a pretty.
Well, hold up the mic first.
I think.
Shit.
No, but I think I have like a pretty like decent taste. Now, despite the shirt I'm wearing, I am kind of a big fan, but kind of a fan of Goosebumps. I think the Goosebumps books were okay. Not like hyped as
That was
everybody.
Mojos Corner, everybody. Thank y'all for watching. I'm just playing. What?
Like,
You think we're
I'm not
okay?
talking. I'm more referring to more like, I don't know if you ever read like the Halloween horror ones.
Nah. Oh, those ones were good, actually.
Those were okay. I think the older ones were.
Look, I didn't really read the Goosebumps. I'm not saying I was better than it. Like, of course, I read a few of them, but you know, they're good. They're kids. They're good children's books.
Yeah, but like people still glorify it now. Like people think like, oh man. You
I mean,
know.
because
I think it's because
nostalgia.
it's nostalgia, and he's created such a good.
That's the main reason why I'm saying.
Again, it goes back to discography.
Are you gonna look at Dr. Seuss and be like, that his books are trash?
Okay, there's a huge difference between Dr. Seuss and R.L. Stein.
Of course, but I mean they're in the same
It's
realm.
yeah, you know.
That is Dr. Seuss is a literal children's book.
So is R.L. Stein.
Yeah.
It's not, bro. Do you know the vocabulary level you have to have in order to read?
That's
Bro, you know how
Seuss?
hard it-
Second grade.
You know how hard it is to read a Dr. Seuss book? Try to enunciate those words.
I read a Dr. Seuss book recently. It was.
Are you
It was-
serious?
it was Green
This
Eggs
is
and-
coming
Bro,
from both of you?
I watched it. I read a Dr. Seuss book recently. I was reading it to my girlfriend, bro. It was Green Eggs and Ham. I'm sitting here like, there's no way I read this as a kid.
Cause look, there are some words he just makes up words. They're not even real words.
Are you both serious right now? Do y'all struggle reading Dr.
No, bro, it's a joke, clearly. But I'm saying some of the words is like he'll be like,
Like, he makes up shit.
Maza.
Yeah.
Like what's the ooze Maza? That sounds like something P. Diddy was
He be talking to Sims. He be
Okay,
like,
here's a
Robbie
qu-
Schwarko.
I'm sure.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like, bro, I guess it was just me because I read a lot more when I was a kid. But just me looking back on it now, I don't think they were like that good. Like, of course, you have
Were you a geek? Like, did you love these types of books?
He's a bookworm.
Bookworm. I've been
okay.
a bookworm.
So when I was in like elementary or when I first started going to school over here, I read a lot of books, but because oh no, I remember the incident. It was after I took a test, right? Like after I started taking tests, I
Yeah.
would finish it, and then I would go grab like a book. It wouldn't be like these.
I
books.
remember this.
It would just be like any books, and then eventually the teacher had to step in. And she was like, "Marc, you can't just get up in the middle of class to go get a book." And I was doing like okay in like these tests. I wasn't like acing them, but like I would get like, what was it? I'll probably get like
C minus.
not like a C minus. I say more like
There were no
more like a B minus.
There were no letter grades in elementary.
Yeah,
it
you
was
get-
like
well,
It was either
threes and
2,
fours.
3s and 4. Yeah.
I would probably get like more 3s than 2s. I wasn't like getting 4s like that often, but she was just kind of like, "Marc, you can't be getting up in the middle of class and getting the books because it distracts everybody else and da da da." And I was just kind of like, "Well, what else am I supposed to do?" Because it's just kind of like, I feel like when you're a kid, you're supposed to read. You know
Of
what I'm
course.
saying? You're
That's the
supposed to- you're
foundation.
sup-
That's the foundation, y'all. It's read. Read books. Keep ingesting knowledge. Keep digesting knowledge. And keep coming back to the podcast, man. This is it. Mojo's Corner episode 2. Thank y'all for watching. We got Marc, we got Cameron. You know, I'm gonna leave their descriptions in the link below. So
Sure,
y'all go
sure.
check them out, man. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for watching. See y'all later.
Deuces, y'all.